So I have been meaning to get myself this beautiful appliance, or have to go through so many stores to get what you're looking for, and I would send her money every week. So here's Wangui, pretty Wangui, working in malls, working in stores. You know, for someone who's going to serve you, I'm like, what about these people who are here? I got my money back, but before I did, of course I had to ask them some questions. I was super pissed. I just got my money and I left. I would like to take this opportunity and thank my manufacturer. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Wangui and I create content around cooking, cleaning, organizing, decorating. I also share lifestyle vlogs, so if you enjoy that, please make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that every time I have a new video out, you're among my first subscribers to get a notification. So today's video is quite exciting. It's quite exciting, but it comes with kinda a sad story to it. So I have been meaning to get myself this beautiful appliance, which I'm going to share with you in a minute. But first, I wanted to highlight that I went through the most trying to acquire it. I got so frustrated. At some point I was just like, maybe I'm not supposed to buy this appliance. Maybe I'm just biting too much. Maybe I'm just okay with what I have. Why do I need this? You know, but anyway, I pushed through and I managed to get what I wanted to buy. So another thing I would like to mention is that trying to buy appliances at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year is quite challenging because the Black November sales have swept everything off our stores. There's not variety, so you kind of have to stick with what you get or have to go through so many stores to get what you're looking for. Anyway, before I start the story, I would like to first, mention what I got, okay? So that we're not here for hours and you're like, okay, Wangui, just tell us. And here guys, I got myself a washing machine. Woo! Yeah, I got myself a washing machine, and at first I didn't think I needed one until I interacted with one and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get myself a washing machine, and I did. First, I saved the entire 2022. I saved every week in 2022 to get this appliance. I am not kidding, guys. I used to save with my mama's chama and I would send her money every week to cash out in December and get myself this appliance as my birthday gift. My birthday was on the 19th of December and I had my money by then. Well, my mother had the money by then, but she gave it to me by January, and that's when now I decided to get the appliance. But guys, let me tell you, it was so hard. It was so hard getting the machine that I wanted. I eventually got it, but the hassle I went through must be shared on here because I know some of us have gone through that. Maybe you think you're the only one that have gone through such challenges trying to buy appliances here in Kenya. What happened is, well, I got my money, I had my money, so I decided to go look for the machine. First, I searched online and I searched for important features to look for in a machine, and I got, the basics. I'm not so techy and I'm not so particular with brands, especially when it comes to such things. For me, what I look for is the functionality, practicality, and ease of use, basically. So I just didn't want any complicated stuff and I wanted something within my budget. So here's Wangui, pretty Wangui, working in malls, working in stores, looking for her machine. So I went to Hotpoint and I didn't find a good option. The only options they had were super big washers, like 10 kgs, 12 kgs, big ones, and they were so expensive because they were like the bigger brands, and I wanted a mid-range kind of washer, so I didn't find a nice solution there. So I went to Carrefour. Sarit Center, which had quite a number of options in my price range. Actually, they had quite a lot. They had like 10 machines in my budget, but the one I wanted was only one in the store. So I saw it. I had seen it online on the website, on the manufacturer's website, but I thought, okay, let me just go to a store so that I can see it, touch it, feel it, you know, ask questions and all of that. So when I went to Carrefour and I saw it, I was like, you know what, this is what I want. The price is just like what the manufacturer is, you know, selling it at, so we're getting it. So there I am. I paid. No, I think that time I didn't have my money. I had forgotten my money in cash in the house, so I just had a bit of it in my M-Pesa, so I just paid a little amount to secure the appliance, and then later, a few days later, I would go back and pay. So I went, I got my money, and then, you know, of course, cleared everything, got the papers. And so the guys at Sarit, their customer care, told me, okay, now you fill in this form and, you know, all these consent things, delivery stuff, and then we will bring your machine in a week. So I asked them, oh, that's quite, you know, a long time to wait for a machine that I just paid now. But they told me they operate in routes, and where I stay, they only do the deliveries to these areas on Saturdays. Mind you, this was on a Monday, so I was like, okay, anyway, I can wait. It's not like I'm going to use the machine today. Well, I would have loved if I went home with it, but you know, I would have loved if I had gone home with it, but you know, anyway, these things happen. So I was like, okay, I'll wait. So they give me a paper, they tell me, draw your map to your house, you know, indicate everything, and then your area will be delivered to on Saturday. So I'm like, okay, cool. I draw my map nicely, I label everything nicely, and I give it to them. So they tell me, okay, bye, see you on Saturday. Make sure you have your receipt and this paper. So once the delivery guys come, you can show them these papers and these receipts. This one is yours, this one is theirs. It's like, okay, nice, this is seamless. So I go home and I wait for an entire week. Okay, Saturday comes, they call me in the morning. Hi Wangui, how are you? So we want to deliver your machine. Where are you? I tell them I'm in Thika. They're like, what do you mean you're in Thika? We don't deliver to Thika. I'm like, but I draw you guys a map with everything, with the roads, with the apartment, with the signage, everything I drew for you guys. They're like, oh my god, no, this is our error. We didn't tell you, we don't get to Thika. We thought you said Thika Road. So the farthest we get to is Kahawaskari. I'm just like, Kahawaskari? Do you guys know how far Kahawaskari is from Thika? They're like, yeah, and so yeah, our truck can't get to Thika because Thika is in Kiambu County and it's only licensed to deliver packages in Nairobi County. So I'm like, okay. So at this point, I'm very, very pissed, and I tell them, okay, sawa, okay, let me figure this thing out. So they tell me the only option is to organize for transport from Kahawaskari to your house. I'm just like, guys, that's like over 3K because I have to get a pickup. You can't carry a machine in a small car, so I have to get a pickup to bring the machine to my house. So that's an extra charge for me. I was like, no, I'm not going to do this again. Where am I even getting a pickup? And I even asked guys on Instagram that morning. I asked guys, does anyone know, you know, where I can find a pickup for transport, Nini? So I got some recommendations, but at that point I was just like, no, I'm not going with this option. So I asked them, okay, how long will it take for me to be refunded my money so that I can buy the machine elsewhere? They're like, okay, it will take just a few hours, but you have to come to the store so that you can bring back the receipts and we can refund your money. So the good thing is I had paid by cash. So if you pay by cash, you get your money instantly, but if you pay by card, you have to wait for 3 business days. Luckily, I had paid via M-Pesa, so they were going to give me my money. So I went there, and Lord Jesus, hey, that's the day I knew I am patient, because if I did not slap some humans, hey, God must have given me patience. So I get there. First, no one is willing to serve me, so the Wazungus and Indians are just coming, getting served. There's nothing wrong with Wazungus and Indians, don't get me wrong, but you know, we all know how these things happen. So anyway, guys are coming, they're being served. So I asked them, what am I waiting for? They tell me, we have to wait for, you know, for someone who's going to serve you. I'm like, what about these people who are here? They're like, oh no, those ones, they can't handle your matter, they can't handle your matter. So I'm like, okay, sawa, let me wait. So I waited for like 30 minutes. Someone finally came, and to my surprise, the lady who had told me they will deliver my machine to Thika was there. Forget all of that. I got my money back. But before I did, of course, I had to ask them some questions. I asked them, you guys, I drew for you a map, a very clear map indicating the way to Thika. And from Thika, where do I stay here? Like, I even marked everything, and they are Google Maps anyway, so if you're not sure where I stay, you should have just Googled and just know, okay, she's way past our delivery points, we can just, you know, give her back her money, or she doesn't even need to pay, so that's okay. Or maybe just tell me and I will organize for transport. I would have just gone with my machine on that day. But that's what happened. They give me back my money. But before I left, I asked to see the chart with the delivery lines. And to my shock, there were so many locations that are in Kiambu County. Thika is in Kiambu County. There were so many other locations that are in Kiambu County, like Pindigwa, Gashie, Muthega, Kikuyu. All those are in Kiambu. I am from Kiambu. I know all the towns in Kiambu, well, not all of them, but at least I'm aware of, you know, towns that are in Kiambu and the ones that are in Nairobi. I know, at least I know a bit of where the borderline is, right? So I asked them, oh, did Zindegwa move to Nairobi or what happened? Because you told me you can't bring to Thika because your trucks are only licensed to deliver within Nairobi. And they tell me, no, you know, Zindegwa is just here. Now I asked them, on your list you have Mlolongo, between Nairobi Westlands to Mlolongo and between Westlands to Thika, which is further, considering all traffic issues and everything, where is the most difficult place to deliver? Anyway, they didn't answer. I was super pissed. I just got my money and I left. So luckily I checked on their website, okay? I checked on the manufacturer's website and I saw the machine, and thank goodness, thank the Lord, the machine was even on offer. So I check on the manufacturer's website and I see my machine is there, and I was so happy. So I called them and I asked them, you know, how much is this one, when will I get it, da, 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 da. So they told me if you pay today you will get it within 3 business days, delivery free to Thika. So I was super happy and I paid online, and I was sent for my receipt via email, and the delivery guys called me the day of delivery and they were here before noon. So I bought it, I paid for it on Saturday, but it was already so late, they had closed. So on Monday I called them and they confirmed my order, and on Wednesday by 12 I had my machine at home. I would like to take this opportunity and thank my manufacturer. Anyway guys, this has been so funny. It's so funny telling the story now, but I was like almost crying. Anyway, finally I got my machine and it's here and it's lovely, and now we're gonna talk about the machine that I got. Anyway, I got the machine that I wanted, and eventually everything worked out, and I'm going to share with you the one I got. So my machine is the Ramtons RW/148. It's a 7 kg fully automatic machine, which I so much love. I love her so much. So she is a mid-range kind of machine, so not too expensive and not the cheapest, definitely. So I bought it at 60,800 from Ramtons, the manufacturer themselves, from Mombasa Road, and they delivered it to me to my house for free via Aramex. Aramex is a delivery service in the country, so I was super happy. They were very responsive. The customer care was perfect, to be honest, and the guys that brought it made sure they got it to where I wanted it to stay. They were even willing to unbox it for me because it's very heavy. I can barely move that machine by myself. I honestly can't. So they were willing to unbox it for me, but I didn't want that to happen. I was yet to do my electrical and plumbing, you know, situation for the machine, so I let it just stay as that, and the fundis came the next day and fixed everything for me. So here's my beautiful baby. She's so cute. I've used her twice now. Well, I should use her today so that we can test her out with you guys. So I've used her twice before and she's lovely. Then both times she has done an amazing job. To be honest, I'm still learning. I'm learning how to use these things, but at least I've gotten to figure out the different functions, the different configurations, so it's not too bad. And I still have the manual, so it's not so hard. It's not so hard to figure it out. Again, I want to first, before we even get to test this machine, before we even give it some work to do, I want to highlight a page I follow on Instagram. It's called All Things Laundry, and Lord Jesus, that page has come through for me so much, because as a beginner using a washing machine, I needed somewhere I can run to and understand the different functions, and that lady has highlighted them so well. So if you need to up your laundry game, or if you're looking to learn a few things about laundry and machines, you can check out her page, All Things Laundry. So here's my baby. I love her so much, so much. She's the newest baby in the family, and yeah, she's going to make my life so much easier. So today I want to give her some work. I want to give her some work because she's here to work. I did not pay all that money for her to sit pretty. Okay, I'm going to set the delay function, and I'm going to clean my curtains, which are heavily soiled. Well, not really, they are just dusty. They are very dusty. It's been so dusty lately. So I want to do my curtains today, which are white shears. So I'm going to use the delay function for 1 hour. I'm going to set the pre-wash function, then I'll leave for errands, and once I'm back, I'm hoping to find it having done its work. We will just see. I just want to test out the delay function because it's the only one I haven't really exploited. Well, there are still so many that I haven't exploited, but I want to see if that delay function works. Now, I'm not sure if it will work because power keeps going on and off, but we will see. But we're going to do that and then we will see. So this laundry area of mine was not like this. It was open. I'll insert a clip here so that you can see how open it was, but my landlady was kind enough to section it for me and put in a door so that I can lock my laundry area. I got this fixed, so now I have my own little laundry area and I don't have to worry about people accessing it, because you know, people are wild and they can just do anything to it. Not necessarily steal it, but just, you know, be malicious and spoil it. So let me get the curtains down, then we can go and toast them in the machine and see how it performs.
You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart, I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your end destination. You're far away and yet so close. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, you're up in space. You're inside the noise. I can feel you. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart, I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low.
So I've put in the curtains. I've just put in a few, like 2, because they are really long. I'll have to do them in like 2 cycles. So I've put 1 batch in, and I want to rush to town. Then I'll be back within the next 1 hour. So I want to find it cleaning. I hope power stays on. I really hope it does. But once we're back, I will show you the progress and we will see how it performs.
You're gone now.
I'm back, and power has been going on and off. So I haven't even gotten much done. I haven't had all my curtains cleaned, but remember I had mentioned that I was going to test the delay function, so I set it to start after an hour, which it did. I came back like after an hour and a half, so I got about 15 minutes left in that cycle, so that was nice. At least I know it's working. So now I've just discovered, my goodness, I'm such a beginner. I've just discovered that if power goes out and cycle was halfway and then power comes back, it will remember that it was doing something and we'll just continue. Power went out when it still had like 10 minutes to go, so power came back and it just continued with the cycle. So I'm just going to clean the rest, and yeah, that's it. So one of the things I was going to pick up in town was a machine cover. So I got a machine cover because I need to kind of protect it from a little sunlight that is hitting my laundry area, and also just to prevent a lot of dust from accumulating on it. So yeah, so I got the machine from an Instagram shop. Unfortunately, I'm not going to recommend them because first, when I was shopping, I sent them a cover, like I sent them a picture from their page of the exact cover that I wanted, but they decided to send me a top loading machine cover. So of course that didn't work for me, and it inconvenienced me so much because now I had to go to town and send that back, and they had to send me the correct one, which is a front loading machine cover. So I've finally gotten it. I haven't even opened it, so we will try it together. I am expecting a front loading machine cover, so we will see how that is, but I at least checked when I was picking up the package and it seemed like it's a front loading machine cover. So anyway, I'm not going to recommend the shop. I wish they got my order right, and I wish they were a bit friendlier, I guess, because yeah, I was kind of frustrated. Guys, I live in Thika, so when I buy stuff from Nairobi, they have to be sent all the way, so having to go send them back and then wait for the new ones, it's always an inconvenience for me, and riders are like over 1,000 bob expensive. Yeah, so I can't rely on riders mostly. So anyway, I finally have my cover. That's not even an issue. I already dealt with that, but unfortunately I can't recommend the shop because I wouldn't want you guys to go through the same thing. It's only fair that I recommend to you guys people that are attentive and that won't mess up your orders. So, and when we talk about people messing up your orders and all of that, I really love Carrefour. I genuinely love Carrefour, but I was kind of disappointed by their customer service and also their delivery options. If you are a brand that sells convenience and you want people to, shop conveniently and get their goods in, an easy seamless process. I think it's good to make sure that gets to all of us shoppers. And as much as, yes, I understand that they can't deliver to specific locations, then make it clear at the point of purchase so that, you know, we can just sort ourselves out. So yeah, so let me know if you've had a similar experience with Carrefour and deliveries, or if you've had any encounter with their customer service that you didn't like, and we can kind of give each other hope. But anyway, that's past, that's gone. I still love Carrefour, I still go shop from them, but delivery and buying big appliances, I don't think I will go back to buy from them big appliances. We will see, but as of now, I'm pretty disappointed, and I hope they can improve on that, specifically Carrefour Sarit. Guys, so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was all over the place, but I needed to give you guys that story time. Please leave me tips. I'm sure you have some hacks and tips and tricks and ideas that you can share with me as a beginner using a machine. So please leave all your tips and suggestions and tricks, all of them. I am definitely going to take them into consideration. I am learning, but at least I haven't broken it down yet. So your tips will come in handy. I am enjoying learning it and exploring it, but I will need your help, of course. So if you have a front loading machine, please share your tips and I will see which ones work for me, and then as I learn, I am going to bring you guys along. Actually, I'm going to do a proper laundry routine once I have everything figured out and once I understand the cycles. But at this point, I just need some help. I need you guys to leave me all your hacks and tips that help you save on energy and water. I want to know all of that, like what do you wash on which cycle, which is the best cycle, what should you not mix with what. Well, I know like the basics, but I need you guys to leave me all of your tips. I need all of them. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and turn on your post notifications. Until next time, bye.